Hey everyone, Coastal Curious George here. Hope you're doing well. So I'm at Thorpe Park today. I've just arrived. It's 8:15 in the morning. It's a nice cool morning, so should be dry all day. So I'm looking forward to doing Fright Night today. But first, I'm here for the Ride and Shine event first thing in the morning. So this is a VIP event in which you get to ride a particular ride of your choice, excluding certain options like Hyperia, for example. But you get to ride another like coaster of your choice. And get the first train of the day of any seat you want first thing in the morning, as well as breakfast in the Vibes Bar. So I'm here outside the ticket office just behind me, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So you get like when you sign up, you get like a selection of things you can choose, like rides. So you get like a top three, because there's no guarantee that that particular ride will be open that day, or it might be subject to a delayed opening. So I've done it before, and I did Stealth, and so I got a front row ride on that, which was great. But I've chosen Nemesis Inferno today. That's my first choice, followed by Swarm, and then Stealth again if the first two are closed. I think it's unlikely that both the first two will be closed, but you know, just in case. So yeah, yeah. So without further ado, let's do this. I'm in the Dome right now. The Vibes Bar and Kitchen is just in front of me, and I've just had breakfast, which is included as part of the Ride and Shine. Now, the area has some like minor Halloween decorations, given that it's Fright Night, which is great. And I was told as well that the VIP stuff is starting for today as well. So all the VIP stuff, like the maze tours, all that sort of stuff, is starting, which is good. For those who have not been to the Vibes Bar before, the selection is good. It's a decent selection. You've got things like cereals, you've got cold drinks, you've got hot food as well, like you know, like I got a full fry up, like full English, which is great. And yeah, so it's good. Don't eat too much though. Don't gorge yourself, because you are going to be going on an intense tour ride afterwards. Most likely either Stealth, Nemesis, or Swarm. And you don't want to be seeing that again. But it's good so far. Yeah. So yeah, good food selection. I've got time left over to get myself sorted, and I'm meeting the VIP host back quarter to 10. Now I did check, and filming is probably not allowed whilst we're in the station and doing the behind the scenes, the VIP stuff, and that's quite normal. ThorpePark are quite strict on that. So I'm going to go do this, and then I'll call back afterwards on how I found the event and compare it to the time I did Stealth as well. So see you shortly. Okay, so I've just come off Hyperia, and it's as usual, it's running well. Single rider queue, as is usual, was quite empty first thing in the morning. So I went straight into the station. It was almost walk on. There's only one or two trains before me, so that was really good. So it was great to get back on that again. The airtime is very good. There's something that stops me from putting it in my top 15, but it is still a very, very good coaster, and it's clearly the premier attraction here at Thorpe Park. I'm hoping we can get a night ride on it later. There it goes now to the stall. I have got a night ride on it before, and it's a good night ride, but it's not my favourite. The Swarm is actually my favourite night ride, just because a lot of the ride area is not like lit up. So like when you do the bank turn after the Heartline roll, there's no lighting back there, which is great, and the near misses are more emphasised, and the trains have like the eyes have like red demonic lights, which looks really cool. So Swarm is probably my favourite night ride here at Thorpe Park. But I'm looking forward to doing Hyperia at night later on. If the queues aren't too large, I imagine they will be, so I don't know about that. Also, I'm just walking up here towards Nemesis Inferno, and I just noticed a new breakfast shop as well. There used to be like a stand. There used to be one near Stitches, so during Fright Nights. But I've just noticed one here as well, so let me show you. So that was very interesting. I was just having a chat with the vendor of the stand, and he was saying that this is a very last-minute addition, this Bratwurst stand, and it was actually meant to go to Hyde Park Winter Wonderland, but it came here instead. And there's a few other ones as well further up. So I'm heading towards past Nemesis Inferno and towards Detonator, which only has a 5-minute queue. And there's some more stuff up here as well, so I'm going to go check that out. Also, another thing too, Ride and Shine, before I forget, Ride and Shine was great. So I rode Nemesis Inferno. I was the only one doing it, so I got to sit wherever I want, and I sat on the right-hand side on the front row. It was a good ride as usual, you know, it was all very good. With that though, I didn't go through the main entrance, so the VIP staff led me through the exit. And so you went in, they were doing some final finishing with the test runs, and so what I was then able to do was get some photos on the train, which was nice, so nice to keep safe. Then got on the ride. The ride VIP staff member were with me, so it's a fun opportunity for them to do so as well. And at the end, you do get like a badge and certificate. I was not able to have mine just because I'm in the park all day, and it's going to be a real pain to carry it around. So I was given a number to phone the VIP staff later on, which I'll do to pick this stuff up, and I'll show you what it looks like then. So yeah, now there is some more street food here, so let's check this out and see about the nice additions for Fright Night. So yes, so there are some other unique food additions here for Fright Night, which is great to see. So previously, I remember last Fright Night, you had things like brownie stands, and there was like a bratwurst stand, similar to the one we just saw, but outside Stitches. So it was still somewhat Oktoberfest themed, which is fine. I mean, the food was actually really good, and you know, it's much appreciated. But it wasn't too like Halloween themed. So it was nice to actually see like Lucifer's lair stuff, or stuff that fits in with Lucifer's lair. Well, there goes Nemesis Inferno. Vertical loop. Hit the 0G well. Nice. There's a couple of wheel guards missing on the front row. I guess doing some further work on that. Yeah, so it's nice to see that sort of decoration for Lucifer's lair, which is great. Since I do want to see, especially with other theme park competition on the horizon, with things like Universal UK coming in 2031, Puy de Faux coming in 2029, with construction starting next year, I do want to see more detail put in. Because I mean, the Fright Night is already a very good event, but it would be good to see it emphasise with more detail attached. So I'm approaching destination now, so let's go for a ride. I'm sure it'll be very intense as always, but yeah, it'll be nice to get some thrills in for the day. So let's do this. So I just came off Detonator twice because I had a very short queue. It was only 5 minutes or so, and so it was straight on both times. As a single rider, I got straight back on as soon as I came off, and as usual, it's running great. I still can't believe that this was considered to be, when it first appeared here at Thorpe Park, a temporary addition. I mean, based on how good it is, I would have been frankly heartbroken if that had vanished. But the good news is it's a permanent addition, so that's all good. So I'm glad it's here. It was also very cool just then a moment ago to see some of the decorations for Purgatory Town. This is the brand new scare zone here in around the Big Easy Boulevard area, and so it's really good to see that as well. So you had like these ice cream stands with, it said simple sundaes with lots of different ice creams. It had a range of other things as well, and also you had the 4D cinema, which I've done before, where It was showing. It was like a clip from the most recent It, not the one with Tim Curry as Pennywise. I think it's Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise, for the recent movie, and it shows like clips of that with 4D effects. And as a result, it's very cool to see some decorations there. Like I said, I made a reference to Derry, which is the town where the film is based. So right now I'm just heading past Tidal Wave. Swarm was closed this morning, so I'm glad I did not do that for the. I would not be able to do that for the Ride and Shine. However, it's opened again. It currently has a 5-minute queue on the Thorpe Park app. That's going to build up very quickly. But I'm going to head over there and just see, what's going on. See if it has a reasonable queue. If so, we'll give it a ride. If not, it was not nice to go to Swarm Island. So yeah, let's head over there now and let's do this. Okay, so I'm in Swarm Island, I'm now in the Swarm queue, and as expected, because it's only a 5-minute queue in the app, the queue has piled on quite significantly. It's still not too bad, it's still relatively a small queue, but I'm going to queue for this now. And it was also good to see the survival game signs up as well, because the survival games maze, which is generally considered the most intense maze, is located in this area. It's just off from Swarm Island, in an area by itself, which is normally not accessible for guests. So yeah, let's have a go on Swarm. Let's see how it's riding. I assume it's the same as usual. I've emphasised how smooth and comfortable it is. So yeah, let's give it a go and let's do this.
Also from the area around Thorpe Park says I was woken up this morning by noise and I could feel the ground.
Okay, so I just got off a Swarm, and the queue wasn't too bad because it just recently opened, so it's only about 5 minutes or so. However, it builds up very fast, and that's very common. So you'll have like a ride which is closed for a short period of time, the queue will build up massively, and then it has like an hour queue. So now I've got a 65-minute queue, so I'm not going back on it again. But I did get a front row ride, right-hand side on an inner seat, and as usual, yeah, this was great. It was really good. The fog effects were actually working very well underneath the plane wing when you go under the first wing over drop, which is good. It's a nice addition to have that sort of thing working, especially for Fright Night. That's going to look very good at night. And the Swarm is definitely, I would say, my favourite. Yeah, I would say my favourite night ride here at Thorpe Park. So I do want to come back later on once it's darker and try again when it's dusk or a lot darker. I might even skip Hyperion night ride and do that instead. But what I will do is for the mazes, I'm going to do like an anti-clockwise circuit. So I'm probably going to start queuing for trailers. I suspect trailers gets the longest queues. I have been here before, and trailers does get quite a long queue. So I'm probably going to queue a good hour early for trailers. Be at the front, go straight for that, and then do like a circuit. Well, that's a deadbeat. Go through probably Stitches because Walking Meadow will likely not open until later. Then onto Stitches. Then onto survival games, or if I get a night ride or a dusk ride on Swarm, and I'll check out like Purgatory Town, and there'll be other events as well, things like the rock music shows, the fire shows, Creature Campus, etc. That's the plan, but I still have some time to kill. So what I'm going to do now is I noticed a lot of the coasters, some of them were closed this morning, and Hyperion is now closed again. So and the Swarm's queue is way too large. What I'll probably do now, I'm just going to go toward the flat rides, so the flat ride area near the front of the park. So I'm going to go probably check out a ride on Rush and Vortex if the queue's not too big. It's about 10-20 minutes, so that's seems like the next best bet. What I may do afterwards is check out Walking Dead 2, since Walking Dead, the single rider, is always a great way to save time when you're here at the park. So yeah, let's go do that now. Before I queue for Rush, which is I can see is running 2 arms, which means capacity should be pretty good. And the queue should move pretty quickly, even though it says 20 minutes. I'm outside Stitches, and I wanted to get some quick footage of that, since Stitches is the new maze. I think it was last year or the year before that Stitches came. But yeah, Stitches is a really good maze. It's not that, I won't reveal like spoilers of the inside or anything for those who haven't looked anything up yet. It's not frightening, it's not like terrifying where it's like, oh my gosh, like it's the most scary thing ever. But it's extremely creepy and very well done. So I do like it. It's probably my favourite maze here. But I just wanted to show you some quick footage before I join the queue for Rush. But now I'm in the mood for some nice floater and actually, no, not really objective, but more floater airtime. So let's go do Rush. I just came off Rush, and it's going in for another circuit. and it was a pretty fast queue. With both arms operating, it usually is pretty fast. The problem is, during the last few times I've been here, it's only been with one arm operating, and this has slowed operations down quite significantly, which has been irritating. But it's still a fun ride. The airtime didn't feel quite as strong as I recall. So, I mean, I don't know if it's just because of one arm more than the other, or for some other reason, or maybe because I've been doing other stuff around Europe and the US, and maybe it just feels less, just less powerful than I'm used to. But it was still good fun. But Vortex does not appear to have a long queue. I'm here right now, so I think it's probably a good idea to do this. I do like the Screamer swings, but I'd say probably my favourite that I've done so far, not necessarily the best in the world, but one of the ones I really liked was the one at Liseberg, because with that one, the entire park is like on a cliff face in Gothenburg, and so what you have is, as you swing out, you're facing down the entire cliff face, which is terrifying and awesome at the same time. So Rush is not quite in the same league, but it's still good fun. But yeah, Vortex is on 25 minutes, so yeah, let's go do this.
Hold on tight and prepare for the cyclonic forces of the raging vortex.
Okay, so I just got off Vortex and the queue took a little longer than I was expecting. So it said 25 minutes. Unfortunately though, there were slow operations, there were some guest ride assistance, so it ended up taking about 35-40 minutes. But it's still not bad. I mean, I still got some good shots and stuff for the vlog. And what was very cool as well is for Fright Night, there's a smoke effect. So as the platform of the swing lowers, all this smoke emanates from holes on the lowering platform. And yeah, so that's a very nice effect. But it looks very cool at night. I have seen it before, like all the smoke effects, and they look great. So what I'm going to do is see if I can get some good footage of that later. Right now, the queues are getting quite large. I mean, there are it's a good hour queue for some of the rides. Colossus, for example, is 75 minutes. Not great. There are some still have smaller queues. Nemesis Inferno had a small-ish queue. Definitely has a small queue. I'm not far from The Walking Dead, so I'm going to go join a single rider for that, see what that's like. It's usually very quiet. But the plan is to kill time until about 2 o'clock. Then I'm going to start queuing for trailers. So I'm going to do this sort of anti-clockwise circuit I mentioned. I'll describe that in a little more detail close to the time when I'm in the queue, and go from there. But trailers usually has a very long queue, so I do want to start queuing early for that. And what we'll do then is start filming some more of the Fright Night stuff for you guys. So yeah, let's go do Walking Dead. This very old Vekoma, but still a good one. So let's do this. So I finally got off The Walking Dead. That took much longer than expected. The operations were a bit slower than usual. When I say a bit, I mean a fair amount. So I basically ended up waiting for quite some time. And the thing is, with the trains, there's no sort of separator on the seats between the pairs of people sat side by side. So that means you have to have 2 people per row, so you can't have a single rider riding on their own. So as a result, they had to wait for either another single rider or for an odd group to fit me in, because I was on my own. So I was there waiting for quite some time. But it was nice to enjoy, the interior of, The Walking Dead. It is nicely themed. I'll be very interested to see what happens eventually, because I'm assuming the Walking Dead IP will run out. So I'll be very interested to see what comes as a result. So I've still got some time left to kill before we can go ahead with the mazes. So I saw Stealth is actually back open now, and it's got a 40-minute queue. So that's still sizable, but still operations are pretty good. So I'm heading over there now, and we'll do that. But yeah, Walking Dead, it was still good. So I mean, I certainly did enjoy it. Also, one thing I just saw here as well, in the Purgatory Town scare zone, I just noticed some new stuff as well. So I noticed I'm not sure what this is, a new film showing us some sort. Maybe let me show you. That was very interesting. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there, but we may find out later on. So I'll definitely come back and check out Purgatory Town once it's darker, and we can, check that out from there. I mean, it had a nicely themed house. I've never seen Stranger Things, so I don't know what the series or the film is about. But I assume the theming of the house was designed to look like the, the Stranger Things franchise. So yeah, let's go on with the Stealth now. So let's go check that out. Hopefully the Creature Campus stuff should be there as well. So let's go see that as well. Okay, so unfortunately Stealth is closed. It's just shut down, and that does seem to be a recurring thing that does occur. It's there are it does have like maintenance issues. So Hyperion has a 55-minute queue, which is a little on the large size. So I'm going to go and check out the Hyperion queue, and we can go from there. So let's head over to Phyllis Valley. I had to stop my time lapse for just a moment there because I saw something very unusual, which was what appears to be a Fanta promotion area. So I'm not sure specifically, I assume they're promoting the Fanta drinks, of course, but there was some sort of mixture between promoting Fanta and some horror type event there. So that was very interesting. I don't know how you take part or not, but I might check that out later and see what that's all about. But let's head on back to Hyperia. And one more thing as well. I'm just past the Nemesis Inferno area, and one thing I found was, what I know about is that Death's Door, which used to be there, is no longer there. This is good, in my opinion. I'm glad it's no longer there, because I did feel that scare zone was a little underwhelming. I felt that it was... there was only a finite number of actors, and they had to keep getting through the guests, obviously because of throughput. And what this meant was that you had situations where you go in and you knock on several doors, but nothing would happen, and it did kind of ruin the experience for me. So I'm glad that's gone. We've got other scare zones instead. But we'll see what Purgatory Town is like later. But yeah, let's head on down to Phyllis Valley now. A number of the queues have gone up to 60 minutes, and to be honest, I can't bother to queue for 60 minutes, and I'm also not to pay for a fast pass either. I've been on the rides plenty of times before. So I'm going to go head over to the Swarm area. I'm probably going to pick up a few more shorts, do a few bit more vlogging around the park, and see what else is here for Fright Night specifically, and then just prepare for the opening of the scare mazes. So just take it easy. So let's do that. We'll prepare and let's see what else is available. We're about next to adjacent to Cloths at the moment, so we can go check out how Morecambe Meadows looks. I'm here outside Morecambe Meadow, and this will open later, so I'm looking forward to trying that. And what's very cool is that what it does is it goes along Colossus, which is just over here, over to my right, and goes right alongside that and leads you to Stitches. So once it's dark, if you do like Deadbeat or trailers, come around past Fearless Valley, past Thorpe, you can go through Morecambe Meadow, and it will output you directly outside Stitches. So you can like do a nice circuit like that. Plus, I noticed there were some other like theming piece upgrades as well. Like I don't recall that sort of giant scarecrow out front last year, and I'm hoping there'll be some updates here. And it's such a good, like scare zone. I think it is actually a legit fan favourite. It's definitely one of my favourites. Actually, I'd probably say it is my favourite scare zone here. And I want to see it continuously upgraded and evolved and developed. So yeah, so with that in mind, I'm going to head over towards Swarm and check out what other Fright Night stuff is here. See there the maze area of Morecambe Meadow, and it definitely looks more like a maze and I think it looks more extensive from last year, at least from the exterior anyway. I won't know for certain until I actually get in and actually try the scare zone again, but it certainly looks more extensive. So yeah, let's keep on heading and see what else we can find. Very cool to see all sorts of Halloween themed stuff as well. So in this case, mobile bar. So very fitting for Fright Night. So yeah, let's keep going.
I don't know what noise to make.
Okay, so the mazes are now open, so I had a bit of a break from earlier on. I happened to meet my friend Tom here at Thorpe Park. How you doing, Tom?
I'm fine, how's you?
Awesome. So yeah, we just had some lunch, and then we've now gone on trailers. So what do you think of trailers?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. They changed a few things from last year, basically. Previously they had like a guy at the front and everything. This time they had like each show, then going through the screen afterwards to get those things. And they definitely got me a few times to jump there.
For sure. Yeah, no, 100%. There were some changes. Some rooms look different as well, which I did appreciate. So making updates, and I thought some strobe lighting was more effectively used as well. So because we've got the group of 4 maze tickets, we're now going to go check out Deadbeat if it's open and see how that's doing this year. They had a bit of a weak story last year, so I'll be keen to see if there's any upgrade dates or stuff made for this year. But yeah, trailers was I think trailers was good this year.
Oh, I'm hoping this time I actually do the whole of Deadbeat. Last time I just walked in and walked out.
Yeah, no, yeah. So you've still got Deadbeat to do properly. Yeah. So yeah, let's go do that now. Yeah.
So they will not touch you, so please do not touch them. There's no food, drink, keepers, or being allowed inside. I want you inside, please do not run, or turn back.
So we just come out of Deadbeat, the maze here at Thorpe Park. Tom, you look terrified. You look petrified. What do you think?
Oh, that was quite good actually. This time at least I actually did the whole thing. Previously at the front they actually it was one big room, and when I originally did it, I turned right, which took you out, instead of turning left, which you did the whole rest of it. So that was a lot better than the last time I did it. And I liked a lot of the things. I did not see the screen at the top before. That was quite cool seeing that. But service in there was terrible. No one was serving me any drinks again. Like I was waiting hours just to get a pint of Alpine because they wouldn't give me one. So
typical.
Yeah, it's a typical rave party, unfortunately. So
yeah, typical. We're not going back. So no, that was good actually. Yeah, and yeah, as Tom mentioned, there were some updates and some good things there. I noticed as well in the cage area with all the smoke in the second half. There were like new visual effects as well, which I liked. I thought the actors and actresses also had better effects, were better like makeup and costumes as well. strobe lighting was used more effectively as well. So actually, I thought it was a good strong maze. So both Trailers and Deadbeat, I think, are stronger than last year. So we're gonna head over to Stitches now and see how big the queue is for that. So yeah, come join us. Okay, so we're in the Stitches queue and we're now getting ready to do this maze. Tom, are you excited? That face, you're clearly ecstatic.
No, I like this one the most actually last time we did it.
Yeah.
Well, we've got also survival later, and that's also good fun as well.
Yeah.
I'd see who can get out of that one quickest.
Absolutely, yes. I'm quite competitive, so I'll do my best on that one. This is good though. Last year, it was very creepy, but not too like jump scary or frightening. So I'll be interested to see if there are any changes made. I imagine nothing significant, but probably some minor changes. But yeah, let's do this, and we can discuss after we come out the exit. So let's go. Almost there now. It's outside the entrance, so about to go in. So see you shortly. Okay, so we just come out of Stitches. So Tom, what do you think?
Fortunately, it wasn't as good as last year. We might have missed some places. They actually pushed it into the wrong direction, I think, where we missed out half of it. Really.
We did, yeah. We missed out.
Yeah, because one of the things I liked about the previous Stitches was the fact that the size of the rooms kept changing. It got smaller and smaller. It got more claustrophobic. But that was not in there at all for me that time, so I missed a lot of that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but it still had good moments in there, like the monkey. I always like the monkey.
Yeah, the what are they called? Like the
it's the monkey, the clip with the symbols, and they just.
Yeah, I
can't explain the name of those things either. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, I agree with those sentiments. Yes, we did miss a portion. I think it's still a decent maze, but I think it was a bit underwhelming compared to last year. I thought last year was better. I noticed some actors in different places and actresses in different places too. Like her doll was in the storage room with the jolly chimp, along with some other bits and pieces too. So some bits were better, but overall, yeah, I'd say it's one of the weaker mazes this year. But now the only maze we've got left over is survival games. Let's go check that out. And let's see what's going on. Hopefully it's as intense as last year, so let's do this. Okay, so we just came out of survival games. The queue was extremely empty. I mean, it still is. It's basically non-existent. I mean, I'm even tempted to get another ticket and go in there again, quite frankly. So, Tom, what are your thoughts on that? What do you think?
Yeah, it had some good scares, but I missed how it was previously. Previously, it would actually split you up into different sections, then put you into a chaotic maze, and you had to find your way out. This time, it was a formal just go through and get to the end type thing. It was more of a walkthrough than a maze, and I like the idea of having like 4 mazes in one of the parks, and one of them is a proper maze, while the rest are like formal explores, and it's missing that now, basically, unfortunately. So yeah.
So yeah, with that in mind, yeah, you are right, Tom, about that. So the area, so I've done the behind the scenes tour for survival games, and the area is actually quite a small area, but because a lot of the areas were like blocked off, so you were guiding a specific direction as if it was a walkthrough of like a more formal maze, not like a chaotic sort of free-for-all. It actually felt bigger and longer. So actually, I think it felt like slightly more value for money in terms of what you're getting.
Definitely in that sense, because last time I took it basically took me about a minute to get through.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I do like the idea of just going into one of these places and trying to find your way out. So
that is good fun.
That's good fun. Another one, so people probably know, but Series 18 of Taskmaster, they definitely were doing one of the tasks in there where they had to catch Alex Horn, where he actually had the carrot on his back. So that was another little thing about that.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, so for any Taskmaster fans out there, yeah, something interesting to keep in mind. So yeah, I still thought it was good. I still thought it was a good maze. I mean, I enjoyed all the strobe lighting and everything, which was done very well. So it was good, and the actors, as usual, did a very good job. But I mean, it's just like, I think it's less intense than last year. Like, you weren't like dragged through cages after being split up, as Tom mentioned. Some people like that, some people don't. I like very intense mazes, others don't. But I still think it's a strong maze. So my personal rankings of the mazes of Thorpe Park this year, from what I've done so far, I think Trailers is probably the strongest, followed by this, so followed by Survival Games, then Deadbeat, then Stitches. Tom, what is your?
Definitely different to mine.
Yeah, what was your rank? Yeah.
The weakest was definitely Stitches.
Yep.
Then
I'd agree
this
with
one,
that.
Survival.
Okay, fine.
Then it would have been Trailers. Then
Yep.
my top would have been Deadbeat.
Nice. Okay, fine. Yeah. So it's all, of course, dependent on personal preference. But yeah, those are our thoughts on the mazes for this year. So yeah, I think we're going to go try and get maybe a ride on stealth.
Yeah, we
and
have
then
stealth.
yeah, what I'm going to do, we're probably going to part ways, and then I will be keen to get some of the shows unless you want to join. Just yeah,
I'll think about that. Yes.
that's fine. Cool. Yeah, so let's head over to stealth and let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
So we're about to board stealth now. It's been a long queue, but we're planning on waiting for the front, so I think it'll be worth it. So see you shortly. So we just came off stealth and we got a front row ride. So Tom, how was it?
Oh, I love it. And the fun moment was always so good to go on stealth, really. Because it really rips your face off and you get so much air like, on the top of that top hill.
Yeah.
And also this bunny hill right here as well, actually. I don't know, I keep putting it lower, but I might have to go higher. I might actually make my second favourite ride on Park after Piperia. I had to think about that because the Swarm, I love the Swarm as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Swarm is great. Yeah, I go back and forth with those two in terms of Swarm and Stealth. Which one is number 2 behind Hyperia? If Hyperia wasn't here, I think I'd probably say Stealth is a premier attraction here. I do love both though. Both are excellent coasters. And we were saying as well in the queue that because the hydraulic launches are no longer supported by Intamin, I'm not convinced that Stealth is long for this world.
Yeah.
I think it will eventually go. And yeah, I'd love to see. I don't know what Thorpe's plans are, what the plans are. I personally would love to see Intamin multi-launch come to replace it. Yeah.
That would be the best option to replace Stealth. I think it's a multi-launch.
Yeah.
Something like, well, knowing it's Merlin, it'd be too short though, but it'd be good to get something that size that's Tavern.
That'd be good, yeah. Yeah, Taran, Tutatis. I'd even say something like Conda, for example. I mean, Conda is quite large and requires a lot of space. But if you had a modern Intamin like that, I would love that personally. So right now, we're going to go check out some of the scare zones and see what we can do with that. So let's do this.
Does it speak, this one?
That's a quick glimpse of Purgatory Town. So you've got a few roaming actors there, and actresses. They're interacting with the audio, with the all the guests and everything. So it was good fun actually, and yeah, it was interesting to hear some of the things they had to say. So I think Morecambe Meadows should be open now, so we can head sort of in that direction, and also maybe see Lucifer's Lair as well. There's normally like sort of Satan's and minions roaming about as well. So let's head in that direction now, past Nemesis Inferno. So we just went to the one of the Lucifer's Lair like food stands, and Tom, what did you get?
Crepe with Biscoff.
Nice. How is it?
It's crepe with Biscoff. It's quite nice actually.
Good.
They do actually. It's one of those ones where they actually make it fun to you. So I always like that when you have the pancake ones.
For sure. And how much was it?
Not cheap, £8.
Not great. So we're now on our way to Morecambe Meadow. We're just passing Samurai and Saw, so we're almost there. This is definitely the best scare zone at Thorpe Park at present. It's my personal favourite, and it appears to have been expanded from last year, so I'm very excited to see it. But also, I did buy the Make Your Mark as well, so my name should be on one of the gravestones, so I'm very excited to see this. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that as well. So yeah, we're here now, so yeah, without further ado, I think it's open. It should be. It is, gates are open, yep. So let's do this.
Oh, it's either really nice or it's like really cheap. I had that's okay. But of this,
have been cursed to spend eternity as men on the street.
Welcome to the
Abide by the
live action
or the crown of Church
live
Abbey
action inside. They will not touch you, so
This
please do
walkthrough
not touch
scares
them.
them into
Anyone found to do so, we ask to leave the park without
do not
refund.
touch.
Once you are outside, don't
also
So keep making right hand roll, turning back.
That was great, and as expected, they built upon it from last year, so that was really good to see. And it was excellent to see my name as well on one of the crosses. So that was really cool as well. So nice to get a photo of that and get a footage of that. And so yeah, what Walking Meadow does is, as you exit, it deposits you right on the end of Stitches. So if you haven't done that yet, this is a good way to connect the two together. Okay, so it's now dusk, so it's now starting to get dark, and now Fright Night is starting to get into full swing, which is great. So I'm just in by the Colossus area right now. I was keen to check out some of the shows, because I've not really seen the shows properly before, whereas the rides, I've done, pretty much all of them plenty of times. So in about 20 minutes or so, the fire show, Lucifer's Lair, is going to start. So I was quite keen to see that, because I've not seen that before. So I'm heading back in that direction now. So just round, I'm going to go check out some Lucifer's Lair and see what that's all about. Now, I did see a fire show recently at Energylandia, and it was quite impressive. I was, it was quite entertaining. It was a nice way to finish the day. But I have no idea what the standard is here or what it normally happens. So it'd be great to do that. And just a few more notes on Walking Meadow. Yeah, as usual, I really enjoy Morecambe Meadow. It's a great scare zone. I mean, I would love the other ones to have the same care and attention that is done for Morecambe Meadow. And it's definitely built upon. So there was a scene where a scarecrow appeared to be sacrificed, and they appear to be burned to the pyre. So this is a new addition. I'm not sure how in keeping with the story it is, but it's still a nice addition to see that. It felt longer as well, not in terms of the actual length from swords to stitches, but it felt longer in terms of like going back and forth and going through different routes. And it felt like there were enough actors, you know, in the area. It didn't feel too sparse, it didn't feel too busy, it felt just right. So yeah, Morecambe Meadow is definitely a winner for this year. As is, I would say, Trailers, Deadbeat as well. Survival games, I think is good despite being dampened down a little bit and less intense. Stitches, not as much, wasn't as keen this year, but it's all good so far. And Purgatory Town was good fun. I want to go back and check that out again. But yeah, let's now head to Lucifer's Lair, and we can wait for the fire show to begin. So that was the fire show, and it had a series of dances, of course. It was all choreographed, and it was a really good show, actually. It was I thoroughly enjoyed it. It also had, as I showed in the video, some fire effects as well, emanating from these jets at the top of the stage, and that was a nice touch. So I was quite close to the stage, so you could really feel the warmth. For sure, I mean, it was like just blast of heat, you know, coming from the stage. So it's cool to see that. Now, there are other shows and stuff for the rest of the night. In about half an hour or so, there is a one for Creature Campus, which is the scare zone around the Stealth, Amity area. So I'm heading in that direction now. Most of the queue lines are like about an hour or so for the main coasters, so I won't do those. Stealth does have about 30 minutes or so. However, I do want to be in time for Creature Campus, so I noticed that Destination had about 15 minutes. So I'm going to go do that for the third time today, and then get ready to record Creature Campus. So let's do this. So I've just come off Designator. Now the Creature Campus show is going to start in about 10 minutes or so. So I thought now would be a good time to head over there. And I've not seen it before, but I know it's a music show. So it'd be very good to check out what it's all about. And yeah, so we can go check this out now.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not.
What is that? No! Not yet! I wasn't finished. Now look at this in the light. My creations. I needed more time. What have you done?
So that was my first ever time seeing the Creature Campus show, and I actually thought that was excellent. That was very well choreographed. It was very entertaining. I had these what appears to be two competing school factions doing a kind of like a dance-off, and I thought it was a great form of entertainment and a nice way to diversify from the main coasters, as good as they are, just to offer something different. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. Now, I would like to try and get a full Swarm night ride, which I've had before, and the Swarm night ride is actually my favourite night ride of the park. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head back to Morgan Meadow just because it's such a good scare zone. It'd be great to see my my Make Your Mark again, and then head over in the Swarm direction and see if I can get another night ride on that. Or first night ride for tonight, but another night ride overall. But yeah, I think the Creature Campus show was excellent. It was definitely the best show that I've seen so far. So the fire show was very good, but I think Creature Campus was better. So we're in the Hyperia queue line. It's pitch black, as you can see behind us. We're in the here for the final ride of the day, so it's definitely going to be the last ride of the day. Excited for this?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've done it enough times. I love it in the dark and at the back.
Yeah, for sure. I've done it quite a few times in the dark. Not this year. I've done things like the Big Easy Bonanza before with attraction shows, and so we've got an ERT on that, and so it is good fun in the dark. So I'm looking forward to it. So and there's an awesome lighting package right now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So it's past 9 o'clock, so past closing, and I've just come off Hyperia for the night ride, and me and Tom got row 2, and it was a really good ride. Tom, what do you think?
Oh yeah, it's great actually. The front, it was really smooth and fast, Charles. That's quite good. I still prefer the back because it's more ferocious, but the front is not bad either.
Yeah, the ejectors are much more powerful up front. During the outer bank into the barrel roll down drop, I was literally out of my seat. I mean, I was just like being flung into the restraints constantly, so that was great fun. It is very good at night. I still think Swarm is the best night ride, but this was very good, especially with the lighting package, which you maybe will see something behind me as well. But yeah, no. So what do you think of the day so far? Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've enjoyed the whole day really. It's the end of the day, unfortunately, so it's the end. We are off. I get dropping off the train station and then get going. But yeah, I've always enjoyed going to Thorpe Park, get the setup, go around, do the fire coasters, then go do the mazes, then go get the good night rides. That's the plan, and it worked out.
So final question, is Fright Night worth it?
Oh, 100%.
Nice, yeah. I agree with that. I think Fright Night is an excellent Halloween event. So with that in mind, thank you very much for joining us on this adventure. If you do like this content, then please like and subscribe. It does help the channel, and it's very motivating for going to new places and creating new content for you all. So take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in a new video soon. So all the best.